Hey crafty people, good Sunday afternoon to you. I am super excited to share this newest project. Once again, I've used Louisa Diaz's amazing digital papers called Wicked, her latest collection. As I mentioned in my previous mini album video, I've never created Halloween projects, and now I'm going bananas, bonkers, crazy doing it. So let me get into this project. I have created a configuration box. I picked this up at Tuesday morning. It wasn't supposed to be a configuration box, but I looked at it and said this will be a configuration box. So let me pull back. Ta-da! Oh my. I so love it. I barely think I'll be able to part with this, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, this is a Design 2 project, obviously for Kitty Scrap Post, but also for CraftFantastic. I've also used some SaCrafters products, and I will share all of them with you and link all three stores in the description box down below. So let's start inside the box. Down here, and you know what, I may have to, down here in this room, we've got a skeleton hand coming out of a flower cluster with berries. We've got this sign back here, drink, eat, and be scary. Way in the back there, I have one of the CraftFantastic beautiful silver frames and one of their glass pieces, and that is a picture of a witch that I cut out of Louisa's collection and put the CraftFantastic glaze and glue and glued the glass on her, and yeah, I love that frame. And then on top of the Eat, Drink, and Be Scary, I have a mask, a Halloween mask. And down there is a clock. And this is also a glass piece from CraftFantastic. There's a little skull. And then there is a hanging lantern. And this was something that Leonie gifted me quite a while back in our swap, over a year ago. And then here in the center, I've got this, this was a Hobby Lobby spare parts door knocker, and I painted it. This is actually from a different collection that Louisa has, and then this is from the Wicked collection, and I just fussy cut that out, fussy cut it, you know, a border around it, popped it up on that beautiful frame. The chain is also from CraftFantastic. They have quite a few different chains that you can select from. There is a spider on this chain. You can barely see him, but he's all purple and glittery. And then down here in this bottom room, we have a whole bunch of stuff going on. It's very hard to share because I'm holding my camera with one hand. I've got that cross back there. I picked that up at Michael's. And then I have a whole bunch of little altered bottles that I've had in my stash, and I altered them up. You can see this one. There is a skull back there, and he's got like a crown on, and he's inside like a test tube bottle. I don't know why my camera won't focus. It's frustrating me. There's another altered bottle with a couple of bones in it. You can see back here this altered bottle. And this one back here is on the paper, this one. And then this I had in my stash. I altered this little wood piece by painting it, and then I created these little books, And I watched several tutorials on how to make these books, and I think I came up with a quicker, easier way. So I'm going to share a tutorial on that coming up. Down at the bottom, I have this real pretty trim I picked up at Hobby Lobby. And then we go up to the main room. And in the main room, we have this door from Louisa's collection. It was too small, so I made it bigger. I trimmed it out in this purple, and then I have a little black trim, and then I put some lace around the door to make it bigger. I used some matchboxes to make some stairs. This is also gifted to me by Leonie. Thank you again, Leonie. I have a key on the steps, and then these books are from Louisa's collection. Fussy cut those out. I have a hanging chandelier right here, and back here I have another gorgeous frame from CraftFantastic, and this is one of Louisa's from the collection, this little dress form. So I hung that on the wall. And I had this little rocker in my stash for quite a while, and I painted it black, and then I just kind of dabbed on some purple, and I put these two skulls on there. And I think it looks super cool. I have these in my stash. I have one on this side and the other side as well. And then over here, I picked this up at the dollar store. It's kind of similar to like this thing, and I altered it by fussy cutting this out of Louisa's collection, and I put another glass piece from CraftFantastic. You've got to go over and check them out. They've got all kinds of metals and glass and chain and charms, and even little images that you can put behind the glass. And then you can see back there the bats on the paper. So cute. So over here I have a gate, and this is from SaCrafters. Bye. And this is a little skull, and this is a bead cap, and then I have a candle. And what I did was I spray painted a birthday candle and stuck it in there. I did do some altering of the gate, some laces and trims. I added this flower and this trim down here. And then I had this tassel in my stash, and I decided to add a broomstick to it, and it's a broom. So on this side, pretty much the same thing with the gate, the skull, the bead cap, and the candle. So let me pull back, and you can see right down here and right down here are feet from Tim Holtz. I've had those in my stash for years. Here on the sides you can really see them, and you can see that amazing paper. I just love that paper. Let me turn it. Well, let's go up to the top. Okay, up here we have a coffin, and what I did was I trimmed out my coffin in this really cool, I don't know, trim, and then I layered the inside with cheesecloth that I had spray painted black, and I actually altered my skeleton. I painted my skeleton black and purple and just laid him in there. Had a hard time getting him away from Rihanna. She was playing with him. And then I have a flower here, and this is one I just got from my D-stash box I got from Amador. And there's a couple more here. And then I have this Tim Holtz key turny thingy. I have a bow here. And then back here I put, this is from Louisa's collection. It's a pretty lady, but I think she's supposed to be a witch. And the idea is a lot of times they put somebody's photograph out when they're laying in their casket. And so I'm assuming that this is her. So I had this really cool owl in my stash, and now, I mean, they were like 60 cents. And I was like, oh, I'll grab one, but I don't know if I'll ever use it, so I only got one. And it was red and yellow. And so, obviously, I painted it purple, and I think it goes fantastic. I love it. Back here, these feathers I had in my stash for a really long time. They actually have bells on them. Don't know why I got those. And then we have a whole lot of cut-aparts from Louisa's collection. This is from Wicked. This is from Wicked. And this is another glass piece from CraftFantastic. This, and this are from her new collection she just released today. Spooky. Let me tell you what the name of it is. Hold on. Spooky Build-A-Scene Kit. These are from the Wicked kit. And then check this out. I have skulls and beads inside this test tube. And what I did was I got some green hand soap and put it in there. And that's why it looks so spooky scary. And it's got some glitter in it also. And then, of course, I've got my cheesecloth. Here I've got a little bead and a little bead and a bone. There we go. Now the camera's wanting to focus. So let me turn this around and show you that here, what I did was I created a witch's hat. And I'm probably really going to have to turn it around to show you. So here's the brim, and then I layered some trims around the brim, and then I used Louisa's papers. Here's some more of that really cool paper. And then the witch's hat has a bow, the pretty bling from the DIY Boutique Supply. And that's the witch's hat. And that is my Halloween configuration box. Let me know what you think. I think I might keep this. But if you're interested in this, let me know. Honestly, if I sell this, it's going to be hard to ship, and I can't promise that nothing won't need to be glued back on when you get it. I will certainly wrap it as best I can. But I think I'd like to get $90 for this. So $90 including the shipping. Let me know. If I don't get a buyer, I will be happy to display it. Alright, see you guys. Thanks for watching. Head over to Kitty's Scrap Post and get some awesome paper. And definitely head over to CraftFantastic. And I mean, look at these gates. You got to go to SaCrafters too. Thanks for watching. Happy scrappy day. Bye.